I'm sorting through all the useless bills and resolutions introduced into Congress to see which member of Congress proposes the most useless legislation. Last week, we ended up with Senators Cory Booker and Ed Markey tied for first place, and Senators Dick Durbin and Brian Schatz tied for third. But today, we have 34 new pieces of legislation to add to the mix, so let's see if that shakes things up. As always, we'll begin with all the holidays, weeks, and months proposed or celebrated this week. These aren't real holidays, they're just things that Congress likes to celebrate for themselves. That includes Endangered Species Day, DIPG Awareness Day, Necrotizing Enterocolitis Awareness Day, Foreign Service Day, National Honor Our LGBT Elders Day, Excellence in Education, Merit Day Celebration. I don't know why that one's named like a Fast and Furious movie. Kids to Parks Day and National Day of Light, which literally just celebrates the concept of light. National Public Works Week, National Charter Schools Week, National Teacher Appreciation Week, National Brain Tumor Awareness Month, National Hypertension Awareness Month, National Physical Fitness and Sports Month, Mental Health Awareness Month, that's every month for me, baby, National Beef Month, and Moving Month, which celebrates the concept of moving. At this point, you're just coming up with shit to irritate me, right? This is a bill to amend the National Housing Act, blank, and Title 38 United States Code to TBD. Sounds like a great idea. It's the 75th anniversary of the National Science Foundation and the 80th anniversary of the Georgia Ports Authority. Maybe they can have a joint birthday party. This bill would direct the NIH to conduct research on Trump derangement syndrome. Now, if you'd like a more in-depth analysis on just how insidious these recent pushes to classify disliking Trump as mental illnesses are, you can watch this video on our profile, but suffice it to say, this is a really dumb bill. Congratulations, University of Florida's men's basketball team, for winning the NCAA championship a month and a half ago. Better late than never. This resolution honors abolitionist John Brown, who led the raid on Harper's Ferry. Now, don't get me wrong, badass, but he's been gone for 165 years. I think he can do without this one. This bill would require all members of the House of Representatives to serve 1 day of each term shadowing a police officer. Just like the movie Ride Along, except somehow an even greater waste of time. Senator Richard Blumenthal went on a tear this week, introducing 4 different non-binding resolutions, all condemning Trump for his various shady dealings. Whether they be his accepting of a $200 million jet from a foreign nation and his subsequent violation of the Emoluments Clause, his private cryptocurrency venture that's netting his family billions of dollars from foreign entities, or his meme coin that people have admitted to buying in order to influence his national and foreign policy. Those things are awful and corrupt, but these resolutions do less than nothing to stop them. This resolution condemns James Comey for inciting violence against Trump in an Instagram post. I already explained why that was bullshit in the last video, but any way you can get Trump to notice you, I guess. This is Representative Eleanor Norton's 3rd resolution in the span of a little over a month, begging Congress to please let DC have voting rights already. Although, in all fairness, if you're a representative from DC, how else are you going to spend your time? This resolution recognizes that the United States has a moral and legal obligation to provide reparations for slavery. And this one affirms that discrimination and inequality need to be addressed in the workplace, in schools, and in the government. Why not write bills that provide reparations for slavery and address discrimination and inequality in the workplace, schools, and the government? Wouldn't that be a little more useful? Recognizing the importance of the Arctic Council, which is sort of like the Jedi Council, except it's for countries that happen to fall on the line of latitude at 66.5 degrees north. And reaffirming the deep and steadfast partnership between the United States and Canada, which is just as deep and steadfast as ever before. And to show that not every piece of legislation is useless, one small bill that I enjoyed from this week was this one, which requires packages of pre-moisturized disposable wipes to be labeled with "Do Not Flush." Also, it's called the Wastewater Infrastructure Pollution Prevention and Environment Safety Act, which shortens to the WIPES Act. Ew. Gross. So with those additions, Senator Richard Blumenthal has joined Cory Booker and Ed Markey in first place, to nobody's surprise. You can't just drop 4 non-binding resolutions in 1 week and not expect to show up on the list, Ricky. So join us next week for even more of these useless bills and resolutions on Useless Legislation Friday.